Nigerians are watching seriously what Buhari intends to do to end this insecurity. He's been stating that insecurity will definitely end. It will end. Osibanjo has just spoken, and we know he's part of presidency as well. So whatever he's speaking, whatever position he takes, that is still President Muhammad Buhari's position. What we are doing to improve security. Osibanjo has spoken. Insecurity in Nigeria will end soon. Everyone is praying for that, except Buhari has other intentions. But that is what everyone is praying for, because if there is security, everything thrives. Business will thrive, investors will come in, the economy will begin to boom again. But insecurity, it destroys everything. Insecurity increases unemployment rates, because if investors are not coming in, if establishments, organizations, companies are not opening up, who are they going to employ? They are not. There will be no employment. So this insecurity is affecting a whole lot of things. Apart from the fact that everyone is scared for their own life, not to lose their life, but is affecting the economy of the country. And we've been watching and waiting and looking at President Muhammad Buhari. What are you doing to end this? What are you doing to end this? Well, Vice President Yemi Osibanjo has just spoken on behalf of presidency what President Muhammad Buhari is doing in the country. We'll bring you all of those details in a bit. But before we do, guys, please don't forget to like, share, and to subscribe. Thank you once again. Vice President Yemi Osibanjo says the recent supplementary budget sent to the National Assembly will help the federal government end insecurity in Nigeria. Osibanjo spoke when he received the Oluyi of Iyin Ekiti, Oba Adeola Adeniyi Ajakaye, at the Presidential Villa, Abuja. At the meeting was the Minister of Industry, Trade and Investment, Niyi Adebayo, and Senator Okpeyemi Bamidele. The VP appealed and urged traditional rulers, local and state governments to collaborate with the President Muhammad Buhari administration to tackle current challenges. The senior special assistant to the Vice President on Media and Publicity, Laolu Akande, disclosed this in a statement titled, "What we are currently doing to improve security." What Osibanjo just stated here, because the statement they put out there is they are trying to tell Nigerians what they are doing to end insecurity, to improve the security situation. This is a situation that even the international communities, they've raised concern. The way all other countries are concerned about this insecurity, if our own president, if our government, they are that concerned, we know we would have gone past halfway, we would almost be there ending this thing. But they are not concerned. They are not as concerned as the way the international community is raising concern, even to the extent that they extended a hand of help. They extended a hand of help, and President Muhammad Buhari turned it down. That no, we're fine. We can sort it out ourselves. We can do everything. Is that not wickedness? Someone is saying that you are drowning. Take my hands. Let me pull you out. You are saying no. Don't worry, I'll be fine. But you are drowning. You are drowning. So this thing is really is a serious thing. But Osibanjo is speaking here that works are on ground, things are going on. That actually that the National Assembly, the supplementary budget that was sent to the National Assembly will help. Aside from budget, there are other things that needs to be tackled. There are other things that needs to be paid attention to. It's not just all about budget, because by the time they release this budget, it's not the same. Corrupt leaders and politicians who will divide the money, put it in different areas where they are not meant to go, in their pockets, and that will be the end of it. Budget is budget the thing we're talking about right now. The first step, even Fulani headers and Fulani farmer headers crisis, that one is very shocking and unbelievable. Place a ban, let there be ranching. Cows should not be moving about, so that at least we know what we're dealing with. Those people disguising as Fulani headsmen, if a law is out that no one should be roaming around the streets with cows, we know that that issue will be solved. But Buhari is stating no. why is he kicking against that? Is it some pact he signed with these Fulani people? He's also a Fulani man. What sort of pact did he sign that, don't worry, you will go on with your activities? And imagine what Sheikh Gumi even stated just yesterday, that the bandits, they are not after killing people. They are kidnapping people. They are making life unbearable for people. They are not really after killing. That is just the money part they are interested in. Is that not a disgrace and a shame? Sheikh Gumi is someone who speaks for the government. He represents the government because he openly stated that those calling for his arrest, they are clowns. That do they not know that any meetings he goes into the forest with these bandits, that government representatives are there. So the federal government sends people. So they are all working together. They are all doing this together. I truly doubt if Nigerians will believe what Osibanjo is stating, that they are actually doing something, because it's not just to say we are doing something. The actions need to be there, not just the action. Body language goes a lot. Southern governors came together and stated this thing is becoming alarming. Unfortunately, we cannot take it. What about even the restructuring that Southern governors have been talking about? This can also help to end insecurity. Restructuring is devolution of power. Decentralization, let power not remain only issue spread to the states. They should have the ability, they should have the authority to control the security architecture in their own state. Those are the things that will end insecurity. We're waiting, everything must come from Abuja. And there was one time a retired army general spoke that Buhari is not interested in saving anyone. You should know that very well. That man was speaking from experience. He knows what happens in there. He was speaking from experience. He stated that Buhari is not ready. That if Buhari tells these military men don't move, it's not even about what that retired Major General stated. It was the person of Danjuma. Anyways, it was Danjuma that made that statement that Buhari is not in that business. After all, he understands the rule of engagement. The service chiefs that Buhari appointed, he told them that you guys have to be loyal to me. Meaning that if the country is burning, if the country is on fire, Buhari doesn't say go ahead. That is the devolution of power we're talking about. So it's Buhari that controls everything. It doesn't have to work that way. So this one that Osibanjo is stating that insecurity will soon end in Nigeria. We are truly trusting God. We are believing God. We want it to happen. But these guys, are they ready? They are just giving lip service. They are telling Nigerians what Nigerians want to hear. They should just start to act. Act upon it. You don't need to be blowing your trumpet. Act upon it. Act upon it. The police, they should be well equipped. The police are not even equipped. They don't even have vans. Their vehicles are not good. They are not motivated properly. They are not paid properly. That is just for policing. There is a lot that they need to do. Well, guys, let's hear your take down below in the comment section. Thank you once again for staying tuned. Please don't forget to like, share, and to subscribe. Till I come your way again with more updates. Bye.